murdered animals, and like there's this all sounds insane. What it sounds like is a bunch of crazy people live next door to each other. The movie, and that's what this sounds like to me. But you're right. It's crazy that a story like this, with very little backing and 1,000 reasons to disbelieve it, takes and now will be forever repeated as a factual statement. The myth will become the reality, no matter what the actual facts will be. Well, what's interesting here is
what the fuck?
Says there's a 4-minute video of Joss walking around with a pitchfork and screaming before he was killed on
Piece of shit.
the San Antonio station. Look it up. I have looked it up, and here it is, right here. You can see him. It's 4 minutes long. Let's just play a second or two of this, or just 30 seconds. This does not seem, just on the surface, what the lover said happened. No. At all.
If he's got a weapon on him, then
pitchfork,
maybe that can kill someone. Maybe somebody's in self-defense.
He's not concealed carrying here. He grabbed a friggin' pitchfork. I mean, that's literally like what you do when you need to go murder the Frankenstein's monster, is you grab a pitchfork. Let's continue to see how this escalates.
Was he on drugs? Maybe he had meth.
He does look kind of messed up.
What do you like? Think you could be doing too much. What's it feel like, bro? Look, here, I see you. You don't know when you're gonna wake up.
Holy heavens. Alright, so he's grabbed a pitchfork, walking up and down the streets and threatening to murder his neighbors while they're sleeping. Seems like When we returned to the site to check our mail, we discovered the skull of one of our dogs and its harness placed in clear view. This caused both of us does this line up at all to what you're seeing on this where this dog skull came from. So it just sounds crazy. It just sounds like crazy people doing crazy things and escalating and threatening to kill each other. And then one of them did. I mean, beyond that, we'll have to wait and see what the police actually report and detail. But yeah, this doesn't sound like a simple, some homophobe showed up and he saw two guys giving each other a kiss, so he murdered them. Like that. Clearly, that's not what happened here. It's much more complicated and weird.
And that one's literally not a dude, so you can't even use it.
Well, protected though. They're protected.
Protected species.
It doesn't look like any shots happened. I kind of pre-screened it, but.
Hearing solution built into your glasses. Ride Makers is the ultimate car customizing experience. Hoods, mufflers, lights, spoilers. This is the type of experience you want to share with all your family and friends. Visit our website to find a shop
It
can't do it with jump on that button, bro.
The type of person that thrives as a service coordinator is someone who enjoys working with people and who loves a challenge on the daily.
I've worked in this field for 40 years. We work together collaboratively as a team to figure out how we're like a family. We support each other and support the individuals.
I've always felt like I've been able to I've been supported by the organization to be able to make a difference. I think that says a lot about who we are and the character and the integrity that we offer in our services.
GTA 6 could prompt a shift to more expensive games if Take-Two decides to price it above $70. In a series of follow-up posts, Paul shared further key updates, including how GTA 4 was priced at $90 in real terms, with GTA 5 costing $83. Paul added, your rent is up, movie tickets have doubled, minimum wage, Spotify, Netflix, bus fare, gas, etc. Indeed, nearly all categories are up, not just flat in real terms.
The worst part about it is that he's right about everything that he's saying. Everything about this is accurate. All of these things are true, but none of it matters if the consumer isn't willing to spend the money. You can make economic arguments, you can show people graphs, but showing somebody a graph doesn't make them give you $80. Crazy.
While games are at record lows. He went on to say Rockstar's loss isn't sufficient to set the price, but the argument games should be the only thing never to adjust for inflation, and thus being used for less every year. He's not making a prediction himself that GTA 6 would cost $100, only that there is a belief in the market by
They probably teach this in high school in some places. That's why everything is $9.99 or $7. It's because people just less money.
Out of choice. Who are they playing?
Based?
Terms, he's talking about how the price of GTA, adjusted for inflation, was priced above inflation. We buy, and I remember, wasn't Majora's Mask? So you had to get, like, remember the big 64. Something that isn't just an impulse buy, but an investment, whether it's worth it or not. And that's what that $100 purchase feels like it demands a justification. I can't tell you guys how many times I had to overcome pastime accessible to anyone who loves the medium.
That's also another really big problem he's bringing up. Is that for example,
How the
when you play a
fuck,
video
bro?
game in Fortnite, like let's say you're playing like a 1040, like yeah, you didn't even know shit. So you can like 100% zero in on a video game. And so yeah, it's like a new graphics card or something. And so that's really a big difference too, is that young guys and people without a lot of resources look to video games as an outlet for them to experience life on an even playing field. And I think that that's a really big component that's not discussed enough. And I think that that desire is partially naive, but it exists. I can see how disingenuous all this
more aggressive ways to squeeze every dollar from the player far beyond the original.
Alright.
Some say you can't have it all. Clearly, they've never been here. Here, every rule, every story is too good.
What am I supposed to do, man? again. I did it. God damn it. Fucking kidding.
Really invested in it, as I mentioned before, and those like long straights between, it actually becomes really tense. That's when it's in some ways the most tense, because you can see so much more ahead of you. You can see your opponents. You can maybe see first place, even if you're quite far back, and you just sort of like, I just need a good item, and you're usually getting pelted a lot more than you are in previous games, which is, don't get me wrong, it's annoying, but it feels like
I'm just excited
properly, because there are also fewer item boxes overall, I would say. Certainly on those straight long rows between different
Two-step authenticator. Hold on.
item boxes, and that's good, but it does mean if you miss one, oh lordy, you're gonna pay for it. But on the flip side, you might get the perfect item at the perfect moment, and you are just able to either blitz through everyone, which is really nice, or maybe you can just cut off a
Man, you're gonna be so tired at school tomorrow.
corner. If you get boosted to the right time, you can mop the floor with people.
Okay.
At least for a duration before a blue shell hits you. But the thing that sells this game is the little differences that have a massive impact overall. So let's start with the characters.
Sebrew for the 2 says great review, Smash and Smash Junior. Hashtag free puppet JT. Thank you, Sebrew.
By the way, you have to read off all of the donations. Why don't you just have a text-to speech that reads them off?
Because I like to read them. I like to interact with people. Like I do have the text-to-speech for the video games when I play the games. Move the system and source system close together to data transfer. Connect AC adapter to start downloading data. Okay. Let me see. We need to pull the AC adapter out of here. Yeah. Can you take the Switch 2 from me? Okay. That's good teamwork. Okay, so underneath this.
No, my younger reason to be satisfying. Joy-Cons.
Okay. That's pretty satisfying. Big Boot is for the 5-banger. Says, but hell, probably be the only one in class with the Switch 2.
Me?
Oh, but he'll be, yes. You will be the only one in class tomorrow with the Switch 2. I can pretty much promise you that. Yeah, you definitely will. Oh, yes. This AC adapter is legit. Like, this is, it feels like it's like 3 or 4 pounds. It doesn't look like much. Get a scale. That is legit. We just said we're Bring the systems close. Okay, connected to the internet.
Oh, DK.
Okay. Bring the systems close. Open the home menu and select system settings.
When PCs powered by Intel perform at 55.
True notes for the 5-banger. Smash is like a father figure. He is the only dad who would return from the corner store with milk, bread, alcohol, and a pack of cigarettes. Cigars for me, but yes. Shout out to True North, man. Appreciate you, bro. Open the home menu and select system settings, system transfer. System.
But one of the reps actually did like a demonstration where he really used.
Oh my god,
I
bro.
can't either. This is crazy. It's finally here.
That's insane.
Remember when it was first got announced, and I was like, man, this would be forever. And now
You can
when
keep playing on this.
what's this? Ooh! Dad,
Oh, we gotta check that out.
Dad, this feels so good.
Let me see it. Oh my god. It actually feels like a controller.
I know. Why do they have everything so good, but like no games?
Because it's brand new. Okay, so now it says save data for the following are going to be copied from the system. Okay.
And that's just the box.
Connect AC adapter. Oh, crap.
What?
Oh, it's here actually. Hold that. I forgot. Hold on a second. I'm going to squeeze by you.
You're doing, just get up.
Yeah, I can get up. Where?
And I'm the new owner of this stream. So right now we're going to be talking about the Switch 2. So nothing has changed. We are now setting it up while my dad gets the AC cord. Have a good day.
Dynamite.
Who's Dynamite?
You. Alright, let me squeeze by you again. You got it underneath here. Oh, man. Okay. Where did I... You're supposed to be entertaining people.
Boo. Did I scare you? I bet I did.
Why are you doing cheesy? Okay. Although I do need to disconnect this. Lights out. Because we need to use both of these plugs here.
Plugs in.
Okay.
Can I put the orange and blue controllers in here?
Hold on.
Okay.
Eric Jenkins for the 2. So the Switch 2 is what the Switch should have been. Yes.
Can you give me the controllers?
Hold on a second. I need to
Yes. Start download.
do a system transfer.
Dad, you need to be entertaining them.
Sometimes entertaining is just doing so. It says, please wait while it's connecting to both switches. Sending save data.
Can I have the controllers?
Yep.
I want to see what it looks like in here. Orange. How easy does it connect? Just like the same?
Calculating time left, 2%.
Okay, I've got some bad news.
What's that?
This one feels worse. This one feels worse than the normal one.
It feels worse?
Yeah, it's like way too big. It wouldn't even be worth holding.
Oh, you know what?
It's like super uncomfy.
I see what you mean by that. It's fine for me because I have really big hands.
Well,
But
for small
for
hands.
you, yeah, that's a good point. Because it is kind of almost awkward to hold this, but I have like my hands are like super. Put your hand up to mine. No, your other hand. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's like uncomfy because how big it is.
it's almost made for adults type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Which means you can never play this.
I mean, I just don't need that accessory.
That's true. It's at 7% now. Okay. You can put that. Let me see that. Put that here. Bring the box back over. Let's see what else is in this box of
I
tricks.
think it's just the thingy left.
The stand?
Not the stand, like the.
The dock, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think that's just it.
Well, let's take a look at the dock while it's loading up. Ooh, this is very different. Good point, Brunch Princess. Try the N64 controller, designed for people with 3 hands.
What?
You know the N64 controller. Check this out. It's very different.
Hold on, let me look at the bottom of it. What is that? Is that like an airway?
Yeah, there's a fan inside of this one, and vents in the bottom to keep it cool.
Switch 2 is way too better than it.
Way too better. This is like actually a dock. Like there's actually stuff going on in this one.
Not just a USB-C cable to a TV.
Well, the other one just kind of felt like it was just a big hunk of plastic where you plug stuff into. This one, you can actually, there's like weight to it. You can feel like there's stuff in it. I don't know how do you open this? Or does this not open? Oh, this doesn't open. Wait, it has to open. What's it?
Give me it.
Yeah, the HDMI has to be in there.
Let me see.
There it is. It's a door.
Don't break it. I'll hold it.
Thanks. There we go. Does this come off? Okay, it comes off. So there's the HDMI. And
Other USB cables.
a USB-C. And an Ethernet plug. They actually put an Ethernet plug in this one.
So it's like a computer.
Yeah, so it can actually connect directly to the internet. It doesn't need Wi-Fi. That's amazing. So what do you think of it? Pretty cool?
And it's not even that heavy.
Oh, I didn't even show people the box, by the way.
I didn't have it.
We kind of just opened it. Well, the box is just... The box. There's really nothing special about the box. It's actually pretty lame. I'm sure they probably did like marketing research. They're like, oh, just keep it very plain and simple. I miss the old school boxes where they'd like advertise the games that are coming out on the back of it and stuff to be like, oh, you need to get this game coming out next. Kind of look like a Nintendo Power poster on the back. It's like some of the directions there. But yeah.
9%.
But yeah, we have officially gathered our Switch 2 tonight, guys. It's very corporate, right? It's almost like this is like they're trying to market it to adults with
also kids.
but it's no, because it's like it's more for people my age.
Yeah.
Because the controllers are bigger. The packaging
the
is
games are like for kids.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's for kids.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know. I know a lot of people that still play Mario Kart. I mean, I guess Mario Kart's for everyone, though.
Sure. I mean, the Switches are meant to be for like kid ages.
That's true. We can probably set up the.
Dock web tomorrow.
Well, I don't know how to connect.
Just like the last time.
No, I mean I don't know how to connect it to the live stream for people to see it, except when I'm on OBS. So.
You need that like special cable.
Yeah.
Wait, I have an idea.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Can you record your screen on your StreamYard? Or why don't you just make a new stream on OBS?
Well, then I would close out the kick stream and lose
Oh.
that, and I don't have that set up for the other stream yet. So
On StreamYard, can you like put like the display screen?
actually, is the USB? Did it come with a USB cord or no?
No,
It didn't come with a USB cord.
I don't think so.
Unless there's one in here. Oh, might be one in here. Hold on. I bet it does.
Kind of like an old iPhone.
Oh shoot! I don't want to show you the download code, but then again, you have to scratch it off anyways. So this is $80 in my hand. This piece of paper.
And it would have been leaked if it
No, because you have to scratch it off.
if it wasn't so that's
Well, no, because I didn't show anyone anyway. But I was like afraid to show them. Oh, so these are the connectors for the safety. So it has like these little.
So kind of like a Wii.
Yeah, kinda. Straps. Yes, I do have a capture card. I need to figure out how to connect. It's an Elgato. Give me a second here. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
I think I'm gonna leave in like 3 minutes.
You getting tired?
Yeah.
Well, you do have school tomorrow, so. And your mother's gonna murder me either way.
Can I like stay asleep for like another hour before school? I'm probably gonna be tired.
I think you might be. You wanna go to school late tomorrow?
Yeah.
That might have to be a thing. Hold on a second.
The camera froze.
The camera froze?
Psych.
Can we not? What's it say?
Camera, need help with your camera. Oh, there we go.
What did it really say? Need help with your
Yeah.
camera?
Yeah, that's what it said. I swear.
What? Why do you do that?
It like froze for a second, then it went back like on the camera.
The camera did?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I don't know why it would do that.
So I kind of called it.
Yeah, you did. That's why I was very confused. Okay, let's try.
Family.
Maybe
It's
that
about
one.
connecting to something bigger
The
than
thing
yourself.
about putting these cards up that I don't like is the thing taking them off is gonna like ruin it. It's gonna be like
Well, hopefully we don't have to take it off. It's the tier stick. So as long as the tier stick continues, it's stable. If we don't hit the donation goals for the night, it all comes in. Count them up, that's how many days it is. If Mommy's mad at me because I kept you up all night, do you think she'd be happy if I just gave her the other Switch to and say, now don't be mad at me? Or do you think she probably wouldn't care. She would not. Yeah, it's almost done. Yeah, Gloomy-Eyed Prince, exactly. This is educational, right?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you didn't skip some of school.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I can do this. It's probably gonna be really crappy quality. Maybe I can. Event. That's the Elgato game capture card. Does it work? Hey, it does work. There we go. I don't know if this is gonna actually function. Yeah. Look at me. I did pretty good there. Proud of myself.
What the fuck?
Somehow I keep fumbling my way through it. Brick. Brick. You're at 90.
To correct a few past claims by Carl Jobs. But Ricky's world famous office is running a sale.
I love how he's like, hey, before I get into it, I need to pedal my hut side. I can guarantee Kino Casino is definitely going to be reacting to this. This is, he roasts Carl Jobs like crazy here.
Get 10% off all sauces at rickysauce.com
For what
using
code?
the discount
What's the code?
Carl Lost at the checkout. If you missed the recent special edition Dragon Sauce
Wait, it's at
sale,
87%.
stay tuned.
Alright, I gotta see it.
Because
Yeah, it's almost done.
22
Yeah, gloomy-eyed prince, exactly.
and 256.
This is educational, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We call them
exactly.
the 4 kill screen
And
models.
I didn't get to skip some
Also, watch the new film from the creators of The King of Kong.
Yeah,
featuring
exactly.
Steve Levy and Walter Day.
Maybe I can do this. It's probably gonna be really crappy
That
quality,
information is available at arcadesandlovesongs.com.
but maybe I can do this. Hold on. Let me try to present.
Anyway. Like the stuff he pedals right at the beginning.
What is what?
What is that app you opened?
That's the Elgato
Never heard of it before.
game capture card.
Mr. Jobs claimed that he couldn't disclose the subject of the lawsuit to his
Press
viewers
share.
was false.
Does it work? Hey, it does work.
Claim,
There we go.
which is the
I don't know if this is gonna actually function, but
Oh, hopefully, cross the finger.
yeah. Look at me.
is a matter of public
I did pretty good there.
This means
Proud of myself.
Everybody spam fingers crossed.
Somehow I keep fumbling my way through life and sentences.
I essentially published that document to the world at large, and as such, I could not possibly claim that Mr. Jobs or
Bricked.
anyone else
That's
Bricked.
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 sent a copy to their fans.
We are
So
at
they could
94.
understand the dispute and know what it was about. He also could have done this by acknowledging what he said was false and given a genuine apology. Australian law clearly states that an apology is not an admission of guilt. In a 2019 case, the Supreme Court of Queensland stated, at paragraph 17, the fact that the defendant wished to contest that their publication conveyed the defamatory meanings contended for by
This is a place to worship the Father. But you make it a den of thieves!
Comfort technology fabric that's breathable, wrinkle-free, and moves with you. Look great and be comfy in Skechers.
Ah, bullshit. Oh my god. How do you play this goddamn game? What are you supposed to do? Shut up. Don't laugh at me. Go!
Izakaya shit. いや、本当に聞いたときはびっくりしましたね。
Yeah! You fucking cocksucking motherfucker, dude.